Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Naturally Inspired 11, also known as Anisha. Today I'm going to be doing a video on hair porosity, and if you don't know what hair porosity is, it's basically how well your hair absorbs moisture, so whether it's easily penetrated or not. So in the past, I think maybe 2 years ago, I tried doing a test and it came up as low porosity, but I'm doing this video because it was requested by a subscriber, so I thought, why not? Um, as I said, I've done the test before and my hair was low porosity, but I never did anything about it, so I didn't change my products or anything because I was kind of already happy with my regimen, so I didn't think about changing it. But it might help someone out there who's having problems with moisturizing their hair and retaining moisture. So let's get started. So there's many things that can determine your porosity. The main one is your genetics, but there's also external factors such as the weather conditions, using heat, and chemicals such as dyes and relaxers. So that could cause your hair to become high porosity as a result of using the chemicals. So if you're low porosity, we'll find that your hair finds it hard to for the moisture to absorb, basically. So when you moisturize your hair, you'll find that it's hard for it to penetrate into your hair shaft. But once you've got a routine where you've moisturized it, your hair tends to hold on to the moisture for long. So what I do with my hair is when I put the products in my hair, so for example, I'll apply my leave-in conditioner oil and my shea butter. I then put a bag on my head, and it's said that when a little bit of warmth or a little bit of heat, and I don't mean like blow dries, and so I mean like a steamer or the greenhouse effect or the bagging method can help your hair to absorb that moisture. So with me, like I said, I put the plastic bag on my hair, and I've actually got a video on this which I'll link above, but I will do that. It could range from 10 minutes to 6 hours, and when I remove the bag, my hair is fully moisturized, and then I don't have to do it again for another 3 to 4 days, which is great for me. The second type of porosity is medium porosity, and that is I want to say the best porosity to have because it takes in just enough moisture, and it's just, you know, you don't have to go through all the low porosity and high porosity stuff. It's, you know, the two extremes. You're right in the middle. And again, it's said that this type of porosity can hold on to styles a lot longer. And then you have the high porosity team, and they can basically have that porosity as a result of genetics, but also it can be a result of damage. So if you have heat damage, and again chemical damage, those are one of the reasons your hair could be high porosity. So the advice to people with high porosity is to layer your products so that the moisture doesn't leave too quickly. If your hair is high porosity, it will absorb products really quickly, but the same way it will lose moisture really quickly as well. So by layering, you're kind of making it harder for that moisture to escape. I'm basically gonna put a strand. I'm gonna try two porosity tests. The first one is going to be the slipping your finger down the strand, and the next one is going to be the glass test, so stay tuned. So starting with freshly washed hair, you want to do this with your hair freshly washed because you want to remove any buildup of oils, because this could basically affect your hair porosity. For example, if you have too much buildup from the oils, it could cause the hair to sink, and that would not be a true indication of what your porosity is. So starting with freshly washed hair, I'm going to remove my twists and try and detangle it, and then from there I'll be able to remove a shed hair to use for the porosity test. I would like to you to also note that I basically have made sure that my hair is dry, or at least mostly dry, because if there's already water that's penetrated into the hair, it might sink as opposed to float. So you want to do it on dry to semi-dry hair. So through detangling, I have released some shed hair over here. Okay guys, so there's two types of hair porosity tests that I've seen. The first one is, so you get a strand of hair like so. Oh, you can't see it, but yeah, like so. And you just want to get a glass of water and place the hair into the glass. Okay. Okay, so you can see that it's floating around in there. And you want to leave it in there for 2 to 4 minutes for what I've read. So I'm going to leave it in there, and then I will show you the next porosity test. Okay, so the next porosity test states that you get a strand of your hair and you just smooth your finger down the strand of hair. If your hair feels smooth, then most likely your hair is low porosity, but if you feel any bumps or lumps, then it's supposed to be high porosity. So based on that particular test, when I'm pulling my hands down the strand, it is completely smooth. So based on that particular test, I would say that my hair is low porosity. So let's just wait and see what happens with the float test, and I'll be back in 2 to 4 minutes to show you the results. Okay, so I want to show you that after 4 minutes, my hair is still floating right there at the top. It hasn't moved. It's just chilling there. It's right at the top. So based on this test as well, I would say that I'm low porosity. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you. I really enjoyed filming it for you. Please let me know if you have any other requests you may have, and thank you to the subscriber who requested this. Also, I've tried my best to make this video shorter than most of my videos. Let me know what type of videos you like. Do you like the longer videos or the shorter ones? I know they both have their pros and cons. The quicker ones you can sort of just view and, you know, on the go, and you don't have to stick around for too long. But the longer ones tend to be more detailed, and then you get to know the person a bit more and their personality, because it's not like edited really short. So let me know which videos you prefer. Let me know your hair porosity and what type of products that you use. I forgot to mention that if you're low porosity, things like emollients such as butters and coconut oil and jojoba, jojoba oil are supposed to be good for your hair, which might be why I say that my hair, you know, works well with the products that I use. So let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Take care.